Hey, you know what? We were all born losers. Every single one of us. Uh, was talking to a client who was just getting started and just felt really down on themselves because they just can't seem to get any wins associated with starting up or running their business, right? And the reality is that's very, very common. And we all start as losers. Every single one of us start as a loser because you got to lose to win. What do I mean by that? First time you took a step, I know you don't remember it, but as a baby, first time you tried to get up, you'd fell down. You lost that battle. But it's through the repeat process that walking becomes easy. As easy as that sounds, because we don't even remember it, that's exactly how a business runs as well. I've been running a business now for 25 years. And man, I have been the biggest loser on the planet. I have lost, I have won, I've lost millions, I've gained millions, I've fucked up, I've made bad mistakes, I've done a lot of really stupid things that have cost me morale, it cost me embarrassment, I've been ashamed, I've been upset, I've been mad, I've been angry, I've been everything. But the one thing that it did teach me is it taught me skills on how to grow a bigger and better business. And as you acquire the skills, that's how you start to see more and more success. Nothing worthwhile comes without a hell of a lot of practice. Nothing not being repeated again and again becomes easy. It doesn't matter what it is, whether it's walking or learning a new business skill. I remember the first time I did a public speaking event. I was terrible. I didn't sell anything from the stage because I was nervous and I didn't generate the skills or properly prepare the skills needed to feel comfortable on a stage. So when you have loss after loss after loss after loss, of course, that's tough on the morale. It's tough on anybody. I still have losses all the time. Here's what changes. So the reason why I've seen any success is through all the losses that have taught me a lot of great skills. And there's, excuse me, stuck in the throat. All the losses have taught me amazing skills on what to do right. So when I think about all the losses, I appreciate those losses because those losses gave me something that I learned from to acquire and generate new skills. And that has happened every single time, no matter how big the loss or how small the loss was. And when you lose a lot, you start to gain a lot because it's just an average of numbers, right? The more you try, the more you're going to lose, but also the more you're going to gain. But here's what happens, and here's what's really cool, is every time you lose, it becomes easier to lose because you still see those losses. Now you start to see those losses as positive learning experiences on building a great business and what not to do. For every loss acquires new knowledge. So when I lose on something, I analyze it and I learn from it. And I expect, that's the difference. A lot of people start their very first business and deep down in their heart, they're like, I know this is going to work. And then for whatever reason, it doesn't work. And there could be a multitude of reasons. Then they're really down on themselves because the first loss is the hardest. And the opposite is true in business too. You get your first win and you have your first win, you sell a great product, you provide a great service, you make a lot of money. Then you start to think that you're immune to a loss, you're immune to the valley, and that's not true either. So your second loss after your first win can be very difficult as well. You look at, let's use two examples. I don't know if you guys follow the UFC at all, but when you saw Ronda Rousey, who was the former bantamweight female champion, she had her first loss and it crushed her. Her confidence was gone from that day forward. We look at someone like Conor McGregor, who became the champion in 2 divisions. He's had plenty of losses since. He just had another major loss where he broke his ankle. But his mindset is you learn from those losses. So understand, even people at their pinnacle. So Ronda Rousey was at the pinnacle of female success in MMA, but because she just focused way too much on that loss, she lost her mojo literally until this day, to where she went off to wrestle in the WWE. Now, And that's really the difference, folks, is I remember lots of losses. Then I saw my first win. Then I had another thing that didn't do as well as I expected it to. And that affected me as well. Now I've probably had collectively over 25 years, probably 30, 40 losses. But all it takes is 31 wins or 25 wins. But those wins outweigh the losses 100%. So understand, you build up these negative thought patterns. We all do. I do. Ronda Rousey built up such a negative thought pattern that she was never able to come back and be the same. So understand that we're all human beings. The difference is with each loss, you acquire new skills. And you can't expect to be skillful in anything if you don't try. So keep trying, keep trying, keep trying. You'll see the successes, you'll acquire the skills, and those losses will be minimized less and less and less every time. We'll see you on the next video.